Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me, your favorite crowdfunding news and reviews channel here on YouTube. So today we have a Kickstarter project called EverCam, the wire-free security cam with 365-day battery life. Face recognizing alerts, motion detection, 180p full HD, no monthly fee, free local storage, night vision, weatherproof, IP66 weatherproof. So these guys have knocked it out of the park. As you can see while I'm talking, the money is raking in. I guess they just added that where it automatically updates. So they've got 54 days to go. I think they just launched it last week. And yeah, 3,900 backers and counting. So what is this thing? It is basically a security camera that you can stick on a tree. No, let's look at it more closely.
When you think of home security, what comes to mind? The peephole, the chain lock, maybe the classic stark warning. But you were probably thinking a bit more high-tech. Introducing Eufy EverCam, the first of its kind home security system that gives you everything you want with none of the hassles.
So, yeah, this is a series of Wi-Fi enabled cameras that are easy to install. Basically, they have a kind of a mountable base with a magnet on it, or you can stick it directly on a metal surface. 365-day battery, that's probably the biggest feature of this. And facial recognition, which starts getting into the scary territory, but let's talk about that a little bit more. And it has a base station, so this thing uses some kind of low power communication protocols, and that's how it ends up with a 365-day battery. So you have to have a base station for it to communicate with.
No need for wires and no need to deal with frequent battery changes. 365 days of battery life. We partnered with Encryption, and by using a low frequency transmission signal to stay connected on EverCam will keep on working for
up to 1 year. So what does that mean in reality? I guess it depends on how many times people come to your house, knock on your door, etc.
To a year without needing to be recharged. With the adjustable ball-shaped mount, EverCam can be positioned and repositioned. Use either the single screw mounting base or skip the mounting hardware. The magnetic 1080p HD camera will just stick to all kinds of metal surfaces. Bam. EverCam withstands temperature changes.
Okay, so yeah, you can stick it in the fridge.
Connected, EverCam sends you a notification when someone's at the door or someone's on the sofa. Even when someone is raiding the fridge, the artificial intelligence uses a three-phase system to ensure you see what you want to see and ignore what you don't.
So as you can see, the the video is pretty well done. They've got the little graphics, they've got covering all the main points. They even explain how this thing can figure out an intruder versus just a bird flying by, etc. And then the facial recognition comes in.
Body shapes in various positions. And step 3, facial recognition technology allows EverCam to recognize.
I don't think they go into too much detail, but later on it says something about how there's a database of faces that are kind of acceptable that you can load in.
Faces of people you want to give clearance to or keep a closer eye on.
And I guess you can do all these kind of push notifications so you can tell when specific people come by your house, I guess.
So just set your preferences to send an alert when it matters and ignore it when it doesn't. Oh yeah, and it has two-way audio.
Brian, step away from the pizza.
We are the first to put an SD card into a home base, securely storing 60 days of footage locally. No need to go to the cloud. No upcharges or monthly contracts. We have a great team of top engineers, software developers.
So this is actually one key thing that they mention here. Is they have an SD card, but it's secured, which means that files are encrypted on here. And I guess that's hypothetically so that if someone breaks into your house, they can't steal all of your footage without the passwords. But they could still remove your card and take the footage away from you. So is this a good idea or a bad idea? Should it be encrypted or not? That's actually quite an issue being commented on here. So anyway, let's talk a little bit more about
locally. No need to go to the cloud. No upcharges or monthly contracts. We have a great team of top leading manufacturers yourself without compromising security, but we need your help to take what we have and get it to market. No one else is offering a wireless camera with a year of battery life, and EverCam just keeps getting better by the day. There are a ton of other great features, so make sure you check out all the stuff on our campaign page. We have suppliers in place, the prototype is done. All we need is your support.
So sounds pretty good, right? But this is a case of where the devils in the details, as they say. So they also don't cover everything here. So like I said, they don't show you how the facial recognition really gets applied. And they do mention that there's a security alarm. Apparently, so if it's just that magnetic thing, was to keep you from just picking it off and running away with it. I guess you'll be on camera when you're doing it. But, you put a mask on, do it. If it's just that magnet thing. So apparently there's also a motion detector in here with an accelerometer. So if this thing starts shaking while it's, not disabled, it'll start beeping quite loud, which I guess will make you want to put it back. And so anyway, let's go through this rest of this really fast. I really like that they don't have monthly fees, because that's basically one of those hidden costs in there that is basically designed to really rip you off. And the fact that they don't do that, and they're pretty clear about it, at least they claim not to do it, is a good thing. They actually do have some paid services, and let's get to that a little bit later. So yeah, it's featured on all these people who will feature whatever you send them. Yada yada yada. Easy to set up, no hassle. Can't beat the projected battery life. So yeah, this is definitely a case where if you're not going to put it inside your house, you want to have that alarm thing on. They do have a screw mount though that is available, and those are the batteries that last 365 days supposedly. So pretty similar to the the video itself, wide angle. This is what the night vision is supposed to look like, and then because of the no monthly fees, they actually end up being much cheaper than some of the other options that are available. And so they do have cloud storage available for $2.99 a month, which is still cheaper than these other guys, if you wanted to do it. So let's get to the encryption issue and the SD card. So basically they mentioned that SD card is encrypted, or the files that is being put on there is encrypted. And that is good in that, yeah, other people can't access it. So I don't know if you're having a raging party and somebody takes your card out and uses it to blackmail you. Hypothetically, they can't access it, but then that also means if you get murdered in your house and the camera measures it, films it, can the police get access to it? Good question. Or how do you actually export files out? So there's some open question about that. You can see stuff through the app, but can you actually export it? You can see it live, I guess. So some people discuss that actually in the comments section. A lot of debate back and forth. So let's see. Anyway, pricing wise, $220. That's not so cheap. $220 with the sensor and the base station. Obviously, the more you get, the cheaper it becomes, because this is part of the price. And I don't know if it actually said how many cameras you can run off of one base station, but clearly 4 is doable. So at that point, you're up $700, so $175. So wait, how did that work? 180, yeah, I guess so. And you can get extra sensors, and I guess the sensors are for putting by the door, so it knows when to turn the camera on. I don't think it actually says specifically. Here we go. 16 EverCams and 34 sensors. And it can talk to, or will be able to talk to, your Alexa, Google Assistant, and if then, what is this called? IF triple T's. If then, if this then that. What the hell? I'm getting retarded. If this then that, which is a pretty cool thing. Go check out If This Then That's website if you want to know more about how that works with smart devices. Anyway, so they're claiming they're going to have it done by September. It's not too far off. I'm thinking it's probably going to be late. And they have a warranty in here somewhere too. I think it's 1 year. It's probably in the FAQ. They've got quite an extensive FAQ. Yeah, it's down here with a 1 year warranty. When will it ship? Yada yada yada. Is the battery replaceable? No, it's not. It can last for 1 year. Okay. So everything you ever wanted to know about it. This is my first question: is how far away do you have to be from the home base? Up to 300 feet if it's line of sight. Probably inside your house is going to work. If the it's not in like a lead safe or something. And so here's one of the issues I mentioned again, that for security reasons the SD card cannot be read on a desktop. Only user with the correct login can access the video clips via the app or web portal. But the question is, and it's only up to 128 gigabytes. So there's a lot of people going back in here, back and forth about it. And this guy specifically is going off about how, if you can't offload the data except through the app and maybe through their cloud thing, then it's basically not good for him, and he's pulling out. And a couple of people have said some similar things. No NASX, no FTP, no ability to export an unencrypted format, which means that it'll only play in the app, and should the service fold, basically if they fold and their cloud thing is gone, the cameras are useless as they can't be accessed locally. So this guy's using the D-Link cameras. So D-Link actually makes a whole series of different cameras, and these things work much differently, and they allow remote viewing, etc., etc. But these ones also don't have AI. They do have local recording. At least some of them do. So variety of options. So, and these things, I think what the guy said, like some of these cost like $60. So, oops, wrong one. So, that's a pretty good question. These guys are pretty unhappy about the video one. So there's numerous people talking about it. I would say another issue is the fact that they only answer. It's been 2 days and there's a lot of back and forth. And then beware, this cam is an absolute vendor lock-in. Did they reply to Dennis? No answer. So yeah, I think that's one of the big ones is, are you tied forever to their app if you can't actually export the video? Probably yes. So anyway, they still have 54 days to go, and they are in the updates actually talking to this details. This case, they're talking about being able to access it when the internet is down, but they've added offline support, but they have not added exporting, as far as I can tell, unless I missed it. So what do you say? So they're listening, but they can't satisfy everything. I would say if Eufy listens and makes a way, perhaps from the base station, to unencrypt your files, or basically some way to get the videos off, especially without having to use the app, that would be pretty cool, and that would make me change my mind about this thing. But as it stands right now, I'm going to give this one a slight thumbs down. Not just slight, I'll give it a thumbs down. I like the fact that they have no subscription thing, but they actually have a subscription thing that you probably are going to need if you actually want to really save your files, so that's kind of not cool. Okay, so that's it for today. Check back on the Eufy and see if they've improved. Otherwise, maybe skip it. I'll put a link in the description below. I will use one that has an affiliate thing, so I will get a commission if you buy this, although, as I said, As it stands right now on, what is today, April 22nd, they need to fix that video outputting feature. So don't buy it, but if they do fix it, then do buy it, and I'll get a commission, and that's awesome because this channel's got to make some money, right? Don't do this for free. I'm doing it for free, but I shouldn't do it for free. So check us out on Twitter and Facebook at GoKickMe, and see you guys next time. Oh, also, GoKickMedia.com. Sign up for our newsletter. Okay,